Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marco. Appreciate your help. This is Brett Shoemaker, your business development coordinator with Organo. And I just want to say welcome to all of our distribution partners out there. It is such an exciting time to be an Organo distribution partner. I'm a little jealous, right? But just kidding. But actually, I'm really not kidding. But anyways, guys, I am super excited. We have so much to talk about and so much to cover to follow up with last week's call of building a business. And I'm just excited what's going on inside of all of Organo as an enterprise, all of the verticals. I mean, we just got so much stuff that is literally exploding at the seams of new promotions, exciting announcements, new products. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So anyways, guys, I am excited to be here, and I appreciate you guys tuning in every single week for this call, because I know it is absolutely critical that we all know how to build and promote our business on a daily basis. And so, you know, we've been talking a lot about mindset and the process and kind of like the unseen or unthought about things that us as leaders, we go through on a daily basis, and we do on a daily basis while we're out building businesses and what have you. But sometimes, you know, we kind of take for granted what we already know. And so if you're a brand new leader on this call, I just want to say welcome to, or if you're a brand new distribution partner with Organo, I just want to say welcome to the call. Welcome to our weekly Zoom of building a business here. And if you stay tuned all the way to the very end, you will hear some exciting information about what we're going to be talking about next week and some of the exciting announcements and so forth that are going to be coming next week. And I'm going to allude to them here in just a second as well. But anyways, just as we always want to continue to emulate or not emulate, well, we want to always continue to communicate. And what I wish to emulate every time that I am speaking with you guys, little latte there, is the power of communication, right? The power of communication. And that's what this is. This is really just a communication modality, right? It's just a way to communicate data with the customer base out there in the global ecosystem, in the global markets, and our distribution partners out there in the global market. So we all know we have all the Organo live calls every single week. I want to continually show you guys and share these informations with you. You can go to Facebook and find them. You go to Twitter, and obviously OG Academy is really where you want to go to learn how to build your business on a daily basis. That's kind of like the academy, if you will, right? It's literally the academy. That's why we call it OG Academy, right? And so anyways, guys, you guys know about the chairman calls. If not, if you're brand new, again, if you're brand new, drop a 1 in the comments, okay? I am going to see if there's anybody in the comments that I could talk to, but because of the tight information, I usually don't get to you guys, or the tight time window, I don't get to you guys during the call. It's always after. But I do want to say thank you. I had a list of people. Let me see if my marketing guy here gave me, he wrote them all down. Here we go. We've got them all here. I want to just recognize a few people that actually were committed to our prospecting challenge last week, and that is Karen Fay, David Pollock, Anderman Trujillo, Devin or Devon, forgive me, I didn't look at it right there, Edwards, Carrie Ann McLean from Ontario, Canada, guys, is going to be doing your Conversations on Success call tomorrow. So you want to tune in to hear Miss McLean, Sapphire Consultant out of Ontario, cover all the information on the Conversations on Success call on Sunday. And then you also want to hear the success call in Spanish for all of your Spanish speaking business associates that are out there. They definitely don't want to miss Miss Montserrat Ortiz. So I definitely encourage you guys to get on and see what she's doing all the way in Jalisco, Mexico. So hello, Montserrat, and look forward to seeing you guys in the future. But guys, let's hop right in here today. Again, I am so excited about what's been going on. You guys know who I am. I'm just going to hop right into the information. Last week, we talked about how to become an attractive person, right? We didn't go into all the details of like what to dress and how to look, you know, and why that is important, okay? What's more important than that is understanding how to communicate and understanding what goes on in people's minds as you meet and interact with them. And that's why maybe some of you might be wondering at times, like, man, why are we talking about this? Or it seems like we talked about a little bit of that. Well, here's the reason why, right? The reason why is because when you understand the exchanges that are taking place in your life and you understand kind of where everybody is at, then at the end of the day, all you have to do is look in the mirror, right? And as long as you feel that you are moving in the right direction in life and in your business and in your job or what have you, then you are totally fine and just going through the process. And that's why I'm so excited about everything that's happening. When I look at Organo as a company and over the last 12 years, how we started and what we've grown to, it's amazing, right? But it wouldn't have happened without, you know, very key people and processes along the way, right? Because processes and information is just process and information, right? At the end of the day, people have to move processes. People have to use technology. People have to learn how to communicate back and forth with one another when you're out there prospecting and recruiting, right? And so we've been talking about being an attractive person. Last week, we talked about the solution weave, which is basically negotiating. We're going to talk about that a little bit more here in a minute. And again, we talked about the 3 stories you say, 3 stories that you tell in network marketing, right? We talked about the GTD, getting them digits, right? Sorry, you guys, pardon my just kind of humor there. But we're asking for the commitment, right? You have to get data. If you don't have data and you don't have the digits, right? Like if you were, you know, meeting your wife for the first time or, you know, and she was just your girlfriend at the time, right? You would be like, hey, you know, you're nice and I'd like to see you again. How can I get in contact with you again, right? You're not going to ask her for a address because that would be weird. She'd be like, are you going to stalk me, right? No, you want to get her number or her email address, right? Anyway, I don't even want to go into all of that, but here's the point, right? You got to capture some data and you got to follow up, right? And so we've been going over the concept of this. We've been going over the tangible execution and implementation of a lot of these things. And so today we are talking about leveling up. And when I say leveling up, I'm talking about the fortune is in the follow-up, okay? And you've all heard that. You know, it's funny, we hear all these things, right? If you have ever heard that the fortune is in the follow-up, I want you to drop a 3 in the comments. Or actually, we didn't drop any. I think we just dropped a 1. Drop a 3, yeah. If you have ever heard that the fortune is in the follow-up, drop a 3 in the comments right now, okay? Drop a 3 in the comments right now because you have probably heard this, right? It's like one of those things that our reticular activating system picks up, right? It's like, you know, if it's probably too good to be true, then or if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is, right? Or good things come to those that wait, right? So we hear all these things and like some of them are actually, you know, embedded. They're all embedded commands, right? Because subconsciously our brain is being programmed, right? And you guys notice how I keep talking about the brain, right? Over week to week, right? Why do I keep talking about the brain? Well, we got to use our brain every single day. That's what's so exciting. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's what's so exciting about cognition and what we're doing with Organo, because we always use our brain, right? We always need coffee and caffeine and Ganoderma every day to keep us fueled, right? And so when we're doing this, right, excuse me, we're talking about overcoming, we're talking about excuse me. So when we're going through the motions here, and we're understanding that we need to expand our brain capacity. We understand that we need to, understand and learn how we go through this process called prospecting and building the business. It's very important that we, understand overall that we're all kind of going through life. We're all kind of just learning as we go. And so it's very important that you are aware of your surroundings. You're very aware when you're going out there every day and building the business and looking for customers and looking for distribution partners. It's very important that you understand this, because everything that you do in life is a process, right? Everything that you do in life is a process. Again, whether you're building the company from building a company from scratch, like what happened at Organo, Mr. Bernie Chua literally bootstrapped this company pretty much, not by himself single-handedly. Nobody does anything by themselves. Let me say that again. Nobody does anything by themselves ever, right? And, God is always looking out for his people, right? And so Bernie said, Lord, man, our God, hey, look, I need somebody to help me grow this thing, right? And not only did a lot of people come and the company just explode and grow, some people came along the way to help grow the company. And guess what? Now we've got a whole new set of new people that are here and that are coming and that are growing and building the company. And it's so exciting, because when you see new action and new activity, right, you get excited. It brings excitement, right? And so you're probably asking yourself, okay, Brett, I get it. What does it have to do with leveling up? What does it have to do with the fortune being in the follow-up? What does it have to do with, having that thing pop up in your reticular activating system and be programmed in your mind? How does that have anything to do with me building a business? Well, let me share something with you, right? The fact that you're asking yourself, if you're asking yourself right now, Brett, what does that have to do with anything, right? I want to ask you this question. Why are you on this call right now? Right? Seems like a funny, silly question, right? Why are you on this call right now? Right? Because I had a choice to whether I got on this call or not, right? Like, obviously this is my job, right? This is my occupation. This is my task, right? But I'm here because I've chosen to be here, right? You guys are all here because you've chosen to be here, right? And so the fact that you're here and that you've chosen to be here, I want to give you a big pat on the back, and give yourselves a big pat on the back, right? Because it takes one thing to be here. It takes one thing to hear me and listen to me. It takes another thing to actually engage, right? And that's why Karen Fay, David Pollock, Anderman Trujillo, Devon Edwards, or Devin Edwards. And, that's why, like, you are taking action. You're engaged, right? And I'm not saying that everybody else isn't taking action, right? Maybe you had to get off early. Maybe you had to deal with the kids. I have no idea. It doesn't matter, right? The point is that those folks not just showed up, right? They actually showed up, listened, and engaged. And so what I'm going to challenge everybody else to do, in addition to these folks, which if you're here, hello, I appreciate you guys for accepting the challenge and saying you're committed. And I'm going to see if you actually did complete it, right? So here's the deal. Accountability time, right? I didn't plan this either, okay? But it's important, right? So Karen Fay, David Pollock, Anderman Trujillo, Devin Edwards, I want to know, I'm asking you, as your business development coordinator at Organo Corporate, we got everybody watching, right? Shella, Christelle, Edward, everybody, right? Paul, everybody's watching. So here's the deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, if you actually did your 3 get them digits challenge from last week, I want you to drop a big, I don't think we did a number 1. Actually, we're going to do 10. Drop a 10 in the comments. Drop a big 10 in the comments if you completed your challenge, right? if you completed your challenge and you did 3 getting them digits over the last week, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if between now and the last 7 days, you went out and got 3 numbers of a potential customer or business partner, business development coordinator, a distribution partner, I want you to drop a 10 in the comments, right? Okay. So if you did that, drop a 10, and I'm going to give you a huge shout out. And I wish Marco was actually on Facebook. That would be super helpful. And he could give me all of the names of people that say they did it so that I can give them some recognition here. But anyway, so here's the thing. So overcoming fears, okay? This is, I put communication and negotiation, because here's what we've been talking about, right? We have been talking about over the last few weeks here, we've been talking about, you know, our checklist that we're putting together for you guys, right? We talked about our business concepts and becoming a business leader and becoming a business builder, and kind of what's the difference between a business person and a business leader, right? We talked about, you know, framing your fears and repositioning your mindset so you're overcoming your fears and you're using it as a challenge to move forward and become excellent and become a better version of yourself, right? Like Mr. Caldwell always says, a better digital version of yourself, right? And so you as a thinker and you as a business person today, because we're talking about follow-up and database today, I am going to challenge you guys to be a better version, a better digital version of your business self today, right? And what do I mean exactly? Well, here's the thing, right? When I say communication and negotiation, I want you to understand this, right? Everything in life is a negotiation. That's how I kind of want you to think about it from a business standpoint, okay? If you start thinking about that with your kids and your wife, you might, you know, always, like my wife tells me, you know, you always want to win or you always want to be right, right? Well, no, I don't always want to be right, but if I'm right, I'm right, right? So if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Now, I need to stay humble, sweetie, and hey, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but this is how I see it. You know, do you see it a different way? Because if you do, I'm more than well open to your thought process, but you know, it better be good, right? Because it better be good, because if I'm going to stand with passion and conviction about something, right, then I probably believe in it. And if I don't, or it's a low level or shallow belief, right, then I might not really go in on that. I might just naturally, you know, you kind of let somebody else step up to the plate, right? So in your brain, if you're out there and you interact with somebody, right? Maybe it's somebody from church or school or whatever, it doesn't matter. Or actually, let's say you're at the playground. You're at the playground and there's this big rough and tough guy and everybody's talking and having a conversation and he asks you a question. You know, he's a big rough and tough guy. Are you going to respond? Or are you just going to say, I don't want to talk to you? You're probably going to, as long as he's not being rude or vulgar or like aggressive or like threatening to you, you're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, what's going to go on in your brain? That guy's a big dude. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Oh, so look, at the end of the day, everybody's negotiating constantly. We're judging, we're negotiating, we're calculating, we're assessing, right? And so again, you're saying, what's my point? Here's my point. If you're negotiating and you're communicating, you have to communicate with authenticity always, right? You heard Robert Becerra, which by the way, huge shout out to Robert Becerra, did a phenomenal call with the rapid funnels on Sunday. And we're gonna talk about that here in a minute as well. But here's the deal. When you're going through this negotiation process, when you're talking to people, right? You want to be thinking about all of these things, the form, family, occupation, recreation, money. You want to be thinking about the personality types because your mind is like a computer. And this neuro tracker, okay, this neuro tracker X, this CTS 90 software program, okay, this category that we're essentially creating is off the chart and is going to help you think better. And I don't know, maybe that's why I'm thinking better these days, right? I've only been using the software now for about a week. My 3D glasses should be in any moment now, so I'm excited about that. But guys, it's exciting. I'm speechless. I could say 1,000 things right now, but here's the thing. communication and negotiation. I am teaching you all how to negotiate and communicate while you're going through the motions every day. But the purpose of it for your organo business is going to be to create prospects that are basically leads, and those leads you will convert to sales, right? That's it. You convert leads to sales. Sales makes the company money. The company's happy. The distribution partner's happy. They make money. But most importantly, a product or service just got distributed into the marketplace, right? And so you guys get the picture. So let's roll through this here, because I want to talk about database and contacts today, which is the whole point of following up. And I'm really going to drive it home. And before I move any further, if you're listening to this call right now and you do not have rapid funnels, okay? Actually, if you have rapid funnels, okay, I want you to drop a 7 in the comments, okay? If you have rapid funnels, drop a 7 in the comments. And the reason I said 7, okay, you're saying, man, Brett's jumping around today. Normally, I like to go sequential, but look, here's why I'm saying 7. 7 is a lucky, blessed number, right? So I want everybody to drop a 7 in the comments if you have rapid funnels already. Because if you don't, really and truly, if you want to make your life easier, if you want to make your business life easier, especially as it relates to organo, you need to get rapid funnel. If you don't already have it, you need to download it, okay? Why? We're going to get into, right? Again, you want to build your list. The next thing is prioritize and categorize your list. And then the third thing is follow up. When I say prioritize and sell, here's the point. Every single time that you go and aggregate a contact, right? You meet a person, you grab the number, you put it in your database, you grab a number, put it in your database, grab a number, put it in your database, right? You're pulling all these numbers and you're pulling them in your database, right? So when we say prioritize and categorize, okay, I'm sure some of you have heard that before, right? But listen, here's the thing. There's a ton of different ways to categorize your list. And this is where the freedom and flexibility of every leader and every system comes into play. It doesn't matter if you have a 4-checker list. It doesn't matter if it's a 4-checker, 5-checker, 10-checker. You can have your own metrics, right? Metrics just simply means that, hey, I'm creating my own classification or my own desired classification of the type of person that I want to do business with, right? We all make these calculations in their head. Let me give you guys a perfect example, right? When at where I'm at in my life today, I now know the type of people that I want to do business with, right? So I had to make a determination in my life, not only who I wanted to do business with, but before I could decide who, I had to decide what, okay? And what I'm doing is giving value to people. What does Brett Shoemaker do? Brett Shoemaker, I love to serve people. I finally figured it out. Like, you know, it doesn't sound like sexy or it doesn't sound like appealing, or maybe it does to some people. But when I got into business and entrepreneurship, right? You guys give me a 5 in the comments. Give me a 5 in the comments. I'm going backwards today, right? Give me a 5 if you got into business for yourself or in organo to get filthy, stinking, hog nasty rich, right? Give me a 5 in the comments. If you got into business and entrepreneurship to get hog nasty, filthy, stinking rich, go ahead and drop a 5 in the comments, okay? So here's the deal. That was why I got into business. Little did I know, God had different plans for me, okay? But here's the good news. I stayed adhering to God's plans. And so what I'm going to encourage you guys to do is, you already found your why, right? I had to go through a process to find my why. I had to figure it out. And I had to figure it out through traumatic self-evaluation and different things that happen personally and professionally in my life. But you know what I finally figured out? Man, I love to serve people. And the thing that I loved and realized about myself in that moment was I realized, I was like, oh my gosh. What I realized, I had a friend ask me the other day, Brett, what is it that you enjoy about, you know, being a real estate coach? Or what is it you enjoy about real estate? And what is it that you enjoy about being the business development coordinator at Organo and literally going out there and sharing? You know what I told him? I said, I love being a small part of a lot of people's success. That is why. That's why I've always said that, right? And it felt fake for so many years because it felt like I really wasn't congruent with that, because the truth was I wanted to make money, right? But I wanted to make money, and I used this as a vehicle and a tool, network marketing, direct sales, whatever, because that was what they always talked about, was making money. But here's the thing, what I realized as a business person, and this is why I'm sharing this with you guys. What I realized as a business person, and one of my early mentors, won't say his name on here, but he always said that he was a business person. And that really resonated and connected with me, because I didn't just say, okay, I'm a business person. Yeah, I feel cool because I'm a business person. I actually stopped and said, well, what does that mean? And so what I want to just encourage all of you guys to think today, if you notice, I'm not saying like MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales, whatever. And Mr. Caldwell always is talking about the markets and the greater markets. Guys, we have to look at ourselves every day like we're building an empire. Because if you believe and visualize you're building an empire, then you will believe and visualize an empire. Okay? And it might not happen in 7 years. It might happen in 3 years. It might happen in 10 years. But you will keep moving towards your goal if you choose to. Okay? If you choose to keep moving towards your goal, you will move towards your goal. If you choose not to move towards your goal, then you won't. Your subconscious subliminal base root programming is going to drive you every single day. And I'm thankful to my mom and dad for giving me the work ethic and the faith to persevere. That's what I'm so grateful for, right? I'm thankful for the faith to persevere, and I'm thankful for the work ethic, because I emulate those two things to a T, okay? Not that they got everything right. They made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. I've got 3 kids, 16 years old, 11 years old, and 6 years old, and I make mistakes, okay? So guess what? What does that have to do with back to building the business, right? Here's what it has to do with building the business, guys. I want you guys to think like a business person. Mr. Caldwell, myself, when we have calls, you know, when we're doing calls with different vertical channel managers, Mr. Brian Hayfen, I mean, guys, we're having these conversations, and we're talking about what needs to happen for like us to move into the stratosphere. And what Mr. Caldwell has done, and guys, blew my mind. I learned from the conversation that we had the first time we ever, not the first time we ever talked about cognition, but the elaborated version of talking about cognition, right? And so he keeps saying all this, we keep saying all this as a company, because we are partners with you, distribution partners. Boom, give me a hand lock, the handshake down in the comments. Give me a handshake, right? If you feel what I'm saying, if you pick up what I'm putting down, if you're on the same page with me, okay, give me a handshake. Because here's the deal, guys, okay? Here is the deal. We are in partnership with you. If we teach you how to build a real solid, great business, guess what? We're going to build a solid, great, big business, right? If we build a great, big business together, then we will be mutually yoked, equally yoked, and we will have a reciprocal relationship. So how can we build our list and prioritize the list and categorize the list and follow up with the list, right? Well, there's a lot of ways that we can do it, guys. And you guys are going to be excited, because I'm going to go 5 minutes longer than, again, scheduled. Again, I apologize. We did get started like 2 minutes late, mainly because of me, because it wasn't Marco's fault. It was Brett's fault. I couldn't get my microphone unmuted. Use this almost daily, and the dadgum thing never wants to work right when it's public, right? Murphy's Law. Anyways, guys, how can you follow up with people? You've got phone. You've got in person, right? You can drive over to somebody's house and follow up with them, right? I remember, you know, some of the early leaders of the company, I hear stories. They would literally show up to somebody's house. Hey, you remember that coffee? Hey, I need my money, right? Anyways, there was a lot of fun stories. Blanca knows what I'm talking about. Miss Blanca Sacturas. Phone. We got tools. We got phone. We got person. We got mail. Okay. We got the internet. Okay. These are all different ways. But guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to make your life simple, and I'm not just saying this. This is not I want to share this with the field. Our distribution partners. This is not a ploy to motivate you, right, to do what I'm about to say. But if you want to make your job super simple and super easy, right, and you don't want to have to think about what to say and how to say it, and how to pitch the business and this, that, and the other, all you've got to do is download Rapid Funnels, give them $1, and I'm going to ask you this: if you just give me 1% of your trust, I being Organo, we will earn the other 99. Have you ever heard that? Okay. If you ever heard that, drop an 11 in the comments, right? If you give me 1% of your trust, drop an 11 in the comments. If you've heard this saying, like, you give me 1% of your trust, I'll earn the other 99. So look, we as a company are saying, hey, trust us on this one. You want to download Rapid Funnels and you want to make sure that you are using it. Go and access the Conversations on Success video. Fast forward to about 3/4, 60% or so, and you're going to see Mr. Robert Bacetta, Sapphire consultant out of Chicago, Illinois, and Micah, the brainchild / man behind the curtain with Rapid Funnel. He works on all the functionality and all the amazing things that Rapid Funnel does. Okay, he is walking everybody through every single aspect of it, right? But here's the amazing thing about Rapid Funnels. Guys, they have funnels to where not only you can send somebody a funnel, and if you're the type of person that you want to know what you're sending them and you want to go through everything, that's me, okay? I encourage you to pay your dollar, go through the videos, look at the videos that you see on Rapid Funnels. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And here's the beautiful thing, right? How many of you know right now, if you're watching this, we are still in pre-launch with Cognition, right? We're still in pre-launch. Nobody knows when pre-launch ends, right? Maybe at the end of the month. Maybe we keep it going. We have no idea, right? Or do we? Do we or do we not? Here's what I want to share with you guys. The Rapid Funnels app is going to tell you everything that you need to know about Cognition, because we are right now behind the scenes getting videos done for Cognition, so that for those of you that do know Rapid Funnels, you know what I'm saying. You've got all the verticals, the beverages, boom, 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 and you can push it out. Listen, all you got to do is listen to those videos. Listen to the marketing cues on the videos, those words, right? Our marketing department, whether it's Joseph here or Robert Melnovich and the team of amazing marketers that we have, they're thinking of the words, and we're thinking of the words too, right? It's a team effort. But more than anything else, you don't need to worry about what to say because it's already in the video. So even though we've been teaching you what to say and how to say it, what we're really teaching you is how to build quality relationships. That's really what we've been teaching, because you know what? We're teaching you how to build quality relationships, build that trust, build that trust bridge, right? Interact with people. And if you're consistent and have integrity, and you keep that trust bridge going, you're going to keep that relationship going. And if the relationship keeps going, guess what happens? You still keep the relationship. If the relationship is you having a distribution partner or a customer, you're going to keep getting exchanges, and they're, like Mr. Caldwell says, voting with their money. And so guys, you see what happens? Every time I'm doing this, your back office is growing. Your sales volume is growing. Your customer count is growing. Your coffee customers with Organo is growing. Your Travala travel customers are growing, right? Your Cognition customers are growing. $35 a pop. Every time you get a Cognition customer, $35, right? Every time you go out there and share with the world about Cognition and the new category that we're creating and the software that literally grows your brain, okay? And listen, guys, understand, like Mr. Caldwell said, Cognition is a category. Cognition is our exclusive. When I say our exclusive, this is not MLM or Organo Gold or Organo Global or network marketing exclusive. No, we have that too. But listen, you got to understand something, okay? This category right now is exclusive to us because we created it. Well, I can't say we created it. Let me not say that, okay? Let me give the disclaimer here. We don't know because unless I go do research and figure out exactly, but here's the deal. Out of all the companies that I'm aware of, okay, there could be someone in their basement right now that started a company. They talked about, cognitive health and cognition, but we were first to market, right? Okay, bam, we're first to market. We are going to go down in history as the, whatever they label, creators, the innovators, the pioneers. And that's what I want to close and say this today, is that all of you business, all of you distribution partners out there, okay? Coming from your Organo Business Development Coordinator, I want to thank you for helping us make this a successful launch. And thank you for all of your feedback on the NeuroTracker software. Those of you that have used it and actually done it, you know exactly what I was talking about the mental gymnastics, right? The strengthening your brain, building that muscle, right? Building that muscle. I need to work out more. I've been slacking, okay? So I need to continue to build my muscle, right? But here's the thing. We're going to build this mind muscle. We're going to build our bicep muscle, drinking coffee, right? We're going to build our mind muscle. We're going to build our muscle. We're going to build the elasticity in our face with BU, right? But guess what? We're going to travel and enjoy it at the same time while we pay for our drinks with the OG Pay app, okay? And guys, this may sound crazy, but I am absolutely so fired up and excited about what's going on. And I want to know if you are excited. I want to know if you're excited. Like, I'm so fired up, okay? I talked to Blanca Secturas the other day, and she was so fired up about what is going on in the company, all the different things that we're working on, and the exciting things that are happening. And so your challenge today, okay, if you're committed, I want to know if you're committed and excited, okay? If you're excited, everybody's going to say excited below. But look, if you're not just excited and you're committed, I need to know in the comments that you're committed. I don't even want a number. I just wanted to say, I'm committed, okay? I'm committed, okay? I'm committed. And here's what you're committing to. I want you to understand what you're committing to. You're committing to, and guys, I'm just saying 3. You're committed to 3 people, not just getting the digits. You are committed to getting 3 digits, putting those digits inside of Rapid Funnel as a contact, okay? And if you have their email, I would get their email too, so you could send them the correspondence and the video via their email. It's going to track everything, how long they watched the video, the whole 9 yards. You guys watched the video with Robert. You know what I'm talking about, right? So here's the deal. You're going to get 3 digits and send out 3 Rapid Funnel videos, emails. It's up to you, but you're going to see on your dashboard, okay? You're going to see the result. And guys, if you really understand the power of what I'm saying right now, and you really understand that we've gone through the entire process, okay? We've gone through what it takes mentally to build a business. We've talked about the things that you have to say and how you got to go out and navigate the conversation to capture some data. And now that we've captured that data and we've got the email addresses and the numbers from the people that we've interacted with, now, normally, most companies, most businesses, what they have to do next is they then have to come up with a marketing strategy, right? Because once they get all the people or have the plan, which is getting all the people, which is what we just covered, right? Then they have to go with the marketing plan and figure out how they're going to sort and sift and who do I go with first and prioritizing the list and categorizing the list, all the things that we just went over today, right? But really and truly, your pipeline and your database and your categories and all of that is all in your app. You can create the groups, you can create the tags. And so here's what I'm sharing with you, okay? Next week, what we're going to talk about with building the business, I'm going to talk to Mr. Caldwell. I'm going to talk to you know, our chief marketing officer, and I'm going to ask them if we can run a promotion. I want to ask them if we can run some type of, not, and when I say promotion, guys, look, I have zero, like I can't say, hey, let's do it. I can ask, right? But I'm going to see if we can do something exciting for all of you guys, for those people that go out there and light it up, okay? Maybe Mr. Caldwell won't let us do it this time, but I want to, look, if you guys would please get this app downloaded, go start showing that you know how to use it, okay? I'm using it with you, okay? I used it before, I'm telling you right now, right? Added context, share stuff, and now I'm saying I'm gonna do it with you, okay? So I'm going to lead the way, and I'm going to actually go out and get 3 contacts and do it myself. So I'm gonna talk to Mr. Caldwell and our chief marketing officer and see if we cannot get some type of promo that maybe some kind of giveaway promo, I don't know. And if they decide not to, I won't even tell y'all. I'm just, you know, get that person a few boxes of coffee and take it out of my own pocket, right? Heck with it, right? So guys, here's the deal. Let's go get these numbers. Let's get the digits and put them into Rapid Funnels, right? And let's talk about next week. Let's go into Rapid Funnels, right? Next week, I want to go into Rapid Funnels with everybody, and I want you to be able to pull out your phone, right? And I want you to be able to expose your contacts. I want you to be able to put your contacts just like this and say, boom, there's my contacts, right? I want you to say that, right? I've only got 2. So there you go, right? I've got 2, boom. I don't want to tell you who, you'd be surprised. You're going to steal my prospect. Anyway, just kidding. Guys, here's the deal. I'm going to do it with you. I'm looking forward to next week's call for building a business. Right now, I want to just share with you guys, we're going to be talking about scaling your business next week. Next week, we're going to talk about scaling a business. We're going to talk about building the business. We're going to talk about how to use Rapid Funnels throughout this whole process of building your business and what is capable to take, or what it takes once you get those people scrubbed and through the system, and Rapid Funnels creates a customer for you, because that's exactly what happens, right? We're going to talk about that whole process next week. And then hopefully Mr. Caldwell will have some cool promo I can announce too. But we're going to talk, excuse me, what happens next about scaling your business, right? And that's going to take skills and leadership and all that good stuff, which all of our global leaders already know how to do. But we're going to talk about that mainly for the new folks and the folks that are just coming on that want to know, how do I build a business? So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I'm going to also talk about getting this time extended, because we've been going longer, but we've got some good stuff now that we're talking about. So we'll see how that works. Last thing is, make sure you guys are tuned in on Sunday for the Conversations on Success. Again, we've got Miss McLean Sapphire from Ontario, Canada, and Montserrat Ortiz from Jalisco, Mexico. That's going to be on the Latino Spanish call for or not the Latino, but the Spanish speaking Conversations on Success call on Sunday. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday at the Product Expo. And for those of you that waited, here is the magic. Tuesday, okay? If you like to travel, okay? If you like to travel, if my wife's on and watching, she would definitely drop a 100 in the comments. If you like to travel, drop a 100 in the comments, okay? If you like to travel, drop a 100 in the comments, because if you like to travel, next week, you're going to be excited to join our Product Expo, okay? Every Tuesday, 1:30 Central Time, just like this, we do a Product Expo, right? Where me as a business development coordinator, eventually will be other development coordinators, maybe somebody in our corporate team, Christelle, Edward, whoever, doesn't matter. It'll be somebody from corporate sharing with you the products that is a product expert. Maybe Fran and Benita Munns, right? We've been trying to get them. I've been trying to get them, right? I'm excited about getting them. But here's the thing, right? We want to use this as a way to communicate to our customer base. Whether they went to a meeting or not, you guys trust this, know this, that we are going to provide them top tier information to grow and scale your business by helping you acquire customers, right? And we're going to continue to give people good products. And cognition is a perfect example of, in the beginning, doesn't seem, well, this is weird. What is this? Oh, I don't know. Brain strength, what? Guys, we're creating something that doesn't exist out of thin air, right? We're really not, the programs exist, but guys, here's the thing. we've got other stuff behind this. This is a whole package. Cognition is a package. That's what I want you guys to think about. So with that being said, guys, cognition is here. Your brain, working your brain is here. Working your muscles is here. So OGX, okay, working your muscles, losing weight, drinking some coffee, some 8-ounce curls. I'm just fired up, guys. I guess my cognition that I did this morning has my brain doing too many jumping jacks, and I just don't want to stop talking, even though my brain is saying right now, hey, Brett, you need to stop talking, but it's just going, right? It's going. It's time to end. It's going. Guys, we'll see you guys next Tuesday on the Product Expo call. We'll see you next Friday on the business call. And again, as always, make sure you tune in the Organo Lives for on Saturday for the workout sessions. But again, next Sunday or this coming Sunday, don't miss the Conversations on Success, because it's going to be one for the record books. So anyway, that being said, guys, have a good one. Have a great day. God bless. We'll see you guys very soon.